So we're really in a new environment right now where a lot of people are teleworking. That wasn't the thing 3 weeks ago. And especially coming from an information warfare center, you guys are probably both experiencing that. You may have a lot of people that did telework already and that didn't. What are you seeing around your workforce, ways for people to both communicate, work effectively, and for themselves at home to stay sane?
Yeah, we being East Coast, Southeast kind of base, we've had some pretty good experience in the last few years with small stints of it, with a hurricane coming through or things like that. So our workforce was pretty well conditioned for short bits of telework. And being IT folks and IT professionals, we tend to be pretty conversant, as most people are, with the tools that you might use. But this extended telework is a new thing. And in a hurricane environment, it might typically take 2, 3, 4 days, working days that are taken away and you have to telework. Now we're talking weeks and months. So we are having to make the adjustment in terms of how we do work. Naval, as a SysCom, is working really hard to the Department of the Navy to bring some additional collaboration tools. And our team at NIWC LANT has been a part of that to help the program offices bring additional collaboration tools that can be used from a telework environment. So we've been very busy helping with that. We're also helping to try to make more of our deployed systems and afloat systems to be able to be supported remotely, so we don't have to send as many people traveling in this difficult environment for that. And then in terms of the telework, just taking care of people and making sure they know that they're connected. It's one thing to make sure they're busy and they have something meaningful to do all day for the whole telework, make sure there's training opportunities or work, direct labor work they can do all day, but then also make sure they're getting taken care of. So our supervisors and our leaders are trying to stay engaged, taking that extra time to make a phone call with somebody kind of offline or ask them how they're doing. Obviously make arrangements if they're a single parent or they have the kids are at home and they have to kind of do homeschooling while they're teleworking. How do they balance that? So we're trying to be as engaged as we can to make sure that people can be effective, can contribute, can do the mission. The mission has to continue, but they can get through it and make these adjustments into the telework environment. Before I joined the NIWC team, I was active duty military myself for many years. It's kind of like a deployment. When you're going on a deployment, your things have changed. It's a lot different. It demands different things from you. So having that mindset of how do we get our people through this deployment that is this telework period to continue to make them effective and do the mission, but make sure we're taking care of them throughout the process as well.
That's great, sir. What are you doing? What's Pete do at home? If you're work swamped, you just need to kind of step away from the desk for a minute. What are you doing to kind of stay sane in this new time?
Yeah, there's a lot of good gouge going on. You've seen it on LinkedIn and all these other emails about best telework procedures and best practices, and I'm trying to take advantage of those. And the idea of certainly stepping away from work when you can get a break, even during the day, a quick break, and walking around outside, consistent with social distancing, of course, and everything, but going to exercise and either at home or going on a quick run, hopefully on a path that's not too crowded, and getting yourself some vitamin D and a break from the action. The other thing that even today we're recording this on a Friday, as we emphasize to our team, hey, on the weekend, try not to make the weekend look too much like the weekday. With all that's going on, we might still have people have to respond to an email or get on a phone call or do something to support the fleet on the weekend. We might have to do that, but don't devote the whole day to it on the weekend. Right? Have that break time and respect that. So I've been trying to focus on that, as to give myself specific breaks from the work, continue to exercise, have some sanity, make sure we concentrate on all the range of things that have to happen and don't lose sight of all the events that was already planned to do, and how can we still do those. Understanding the change and not asking people to do things that they shouldn't be able to do, but how can we keep continuity of the good things and the good initiatives that were ongoing before we started telework? What does a version of those look like now that we are going to telework? Can we still achieve the thrust of what was intended by that event or that engagement, even in a new telework environment? And we're trying to emphasize it as well. So that's how we kind of keep balance. And we're not just focused on the near term, we're still focused on the big initiatives that we were all focused on. And then while we're working that, we're balancing our work-life balance and getting away from the office, getting away from the computer and the phone, and going outside for a few minutes, taking the dog for a walk, or going for a run or something like that. It's very important to keep our sanity in this time.
Yes, it is. It's definitely a new time. I've really been impressed with the workforce and the ideas people have come up with. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people in the beginning thought, oh, our work productivity is going to go way down. But from my perspective, and as a workforce member, I haven't seen that at all. People are still doing what they need to do and getting it done.
It's going up. Some of our contracts, our contract shop, for example, they had higher productivity a week or so ago than some of their normal weeks. So in some cases it's gotten better for some folks. Now, obviously, in some cases it's gotten a little bit harder to do some things, but there's a lot of folks that they're able to just maybe concentrate more and knock it out in a closer amount of time, because while they're focused on the task, they're doing the task. Then they take a break, and it's a little less distracting than it might have been at work with everybody around you in the cube farm kind of scenario.
That's true. Community, we've had Mr. Pete Reddy. So again, sir, thank you for coming on, and thanks for talking to the community and taking time out of your day.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.